So let me do a little bit of explanation of what this whole reward is about. So the rewards are basically going to be what the users are going to buy, and then they want to use the reward within this chat view, right? Um, and we want to use this reward as a way of making it fun for the users to basically do the tasks, and in a way to kind of go, I will want to do more tasks because I'll get more rewards. So this bonus sparks is actually a feature where um, the faster you finish the task, the more sparks you get, and this sparks is the same as the tokens. The token is the old name and the sparks is the new name. So right now, every time I finish a task, I'll get one spark or one token. But there is this bonus sparks that is given at the end as well. So the faster I finish the sparks, the more sparks I get. So now it starts with 5 based on this screen. So if I finish the task right now, I will get 5 that is shared across the whole group. So assuming that there's 5 people in the whole team, then there will be one spark for everybody. So then what it tries to do is to go, oh, I'll tell my friends, have you done it? I want to get the bonus sparks. And then this tries to create this group engagement. So bearing in mind here is it's 5 sparks if I finish it now. But if I delay and I do it tomorrow, then I will lose 1 because it's going to be -1. So that is kind of the feature. So the ultimate feature again in summary is this bonus sparks is going to give a reward at the end of finishing the task, and it will distribute to everybody in the team. Um, so this additional reward, however, that a user can gain is they can buy this reward using sparks that they have gained earlier on to do this reduction. So instead of losing -1 every day, maybe they'll lose 0.5 instead, so half a spark every day. So then this will make them want to kind of this obviously means that they'll get more, right, at the end of the day. So that's why we have the overnight cron job, which is the job that is doing the reduction every day. And then now we have this thing whereby the user reward is used to reduce that value. So that's why it's a little bit confusing. So the cron job is the one that is doing the overnight, every night reduction. And then it needs to then consider whether the user, for example myself, has this reward that I've bought and clicked on, and then use that into consideration that, you know what, it's not -1, it's 0.5. So that's why we have in this screen, uh, bearing in mind that this although it says task group, it is a user task group. It's a user task group on the top here. So right from the beginning, the user task group has what is remaining in the bonus sparks. So it's 5 to 4 to 3. So this left bonus sparks is always going to be the latest. And I don't know the difference between the refresh and the non-refresh. But what it would then try to do is this left bonus spark shouldn't be minusing the reduce per refresh. I don't know how to read this. You probably can do it better. But in theory, I think this is the two variables. So the left bonus sparks needs to minus out the reduce per refresh. And we do have this thing whereby it's daily, weekly, monthly. But for now, I think it's all daily. Based on what we set up in the story, right? So the type object we can specify, is it going to reduce every day or is it going to reduce every week? And so left bonus sparks minus the reduce per refresh would eventually be the final number the users within the team or the user task group will get. Now what you need to do is then we need to figure out who are the people in the user task group, and for each of the user task group, are there any users who have that reward that is reducing the spark, so reducing the penalty. So the good thing is, so you can almost imagine there's a problem here as well, that I will also get the benefit. I mean, this is done as a group. So everyone in the team, there might be 5 people with who have bought the same reward. So it's going to be 50% like times 5 in a way. So that might just make it not reduce at all. If I look at it from that standpoint. So I have to figure out later on how to solve that problem. But for now, just take it that there is a user task group um, that has a team of user profiles. Um, and within each user profile, you can then, I don't have the latest one. So within each of the user profile, you will then get the user reward um, and determine whether it is in effect or whether it has been used. And if it's in use, is it expired already, which is the duration. So I might, like just now the example I was saying, I might have used uh, yesterday, but maybe it's only active for 6 hours. So then it's useless. So then that's why there's this duration, or is it still around, and should it be considered? That's why there's this in effect mode, because otherwise, we will not want to have a reward that is forever, right? Then it's going to be -1 forever. So I can don't do anything, and it's going to be weird. So because sometimes we might want a reward that is, for example, that is giving a good benefit. Like I want to get 20% more instead, and then but I don't want to give 20% more, or even 100% more, but I don't want to give 100% more that is forever. So it should be maybe for only one day. So that makes the user kind of go, I want to do it right now because it's only one day. So that's why the duration is very important. So then we have the ability to figure out when was it last used, how long it's going to last. That will determine whether um, is this should I be using this user reward to do the calculation here, right? So here in this file, then to kind of go, hey, you know what? Instead of reducing 1 in the reduce per refresh, I need to take the usage value, which might be 50%, and do the 50% times reduce per refresh. And then that will effectively then do this. Oh, like here it is, left bonus sparks minus reduce per refresh. So it might be I have 5 left bonus sparks. The reduce per refresh was originally 1, but because of this 50% reduction, now it becomes 0.5, right? So technically, I'll do here reduce per refresh times the usage value from the user reward active dot upgrade dot something like that. So I should be able to kind of go, um, what is the upgrade? What is the value of the upgrade? And then I will want to get what is the active user reward, and then multiply it by the reduced per refresh. And then this should be and technically I should do this before that, right? So this is kind of then how I think roughly it should be done. So I hope this helps.